All right, so we're going to do two things in this video. We're going to talk about that Ghostbusters trailer because, man, was it awesome. That's the movie we should have gotten in 2016. That's the movie that's a true sequel, but also a reboot. And they literally retconned out 2016 Ghostbusters with one line. We haven't seen a ghost. There's been a ghost sighting in 30 years. Uh-oh. Looks like 2016 Ghostbusters never happened. And of course, you're going to have people upset by that. Now, I called this 2 days ago. I said when this trailer dropped, you were going to see massive amounts of butthurt. And that's exactly what's going on. As you can see in this tweet right here, people are a little upset. So we're going to go through the trailer a little bit. I want to talk about some things because I'm really excited about it. And we're also going to go ahead and take a look at some of that old classic butthurt.
How dare you!
Okay, so I want to take a minute. I want to talk about this trailer because I'm really excited for it, and I can't wait to see this. This is the movie we should have gotten in 2016. I was a little concerned because of the nepotism behind the hiring. It's Jason Reitman that's writing and directing this. And, you know, he's not his dad, right? Ivan Reitman is who made the original Ghostbusters. But I got to say, it looks like he's doing a fantastic job because this trailer is great. Really excited for this movie. I like that they had, hey, we haven't seen a ghost in 30 years. Kind of explains why, business wasn't good anymore after Ghostbusters 2. Why Egon moved out to some farmhouse. Now, we don't have any details on that, but this is his grandkid. There's a scene where he opens up a closet door. And you see the jumpsuit that says Spangler on it. He looks like a little Egon Spangler with the glasses. This is a good way to play homage to Egon. I like it. I like Paul Rudd's character. He seems interesting. He's like it looks like he's going to be an obsessed fanboy. That's my take on it. I could be wrong. I don't know. But nonetheless, one thing this movie seems to do is call back Gozer. There's an obvious scene where you see one of the dog creatures, whatever they called them from the first one, on top of a car making that snarling noise that it made when it took over the gatekeeper and the keymaster in the original one. I think there's a lot to be excited for here. Now, there's a couple of things. One, I hate that the Ghostbusters always end up broke. Like, obviously, there's a quote where he says, "Oh, we're here to pick up the rubble of his life," referring to his grandfather. Really sad that the Ghostbusters, I guess, turned out to be broke. Who knows? Maybe, hopefully, they'll have a little bit of a happier ending when it was all over. But, so it looks like Gozer's going to come back. This, of course, gives a reason to bring in the old cast because they're all rumored to play a part in this movie. How much, we don't know. But it is rumored that they're coming back for at least scenes. So, Gozer coming back here gives reason to bring back Bill, Dan, and Ernie, which I like. I'm glad that they're coming back, and it's going to be exciting to see everyone in a proper movie, the movie we should have gotten in 2016. Now, with that being said, there's, of course, going to be some backlash to this. Now, there was already backlash when it was announced. I don't know if you remember or not, but back in the springtime, I think it was, when they showed that little 10-second clip of Ecto-1 in the barn, there was a lot of butthurt. Like I showed you at the beginning of the video with that tweet, the guy was quite mad that toxic fanboys are being rewarded with the movie they wanted in the first place. This is the movie that should have gotten made in the first place. No one wanted that stupid 2016 movie where they made nasty fart jokes. That's not a Ghostbusters movie. Okay, go watch the original too. They don't use fart jokes. They don't resort to lowbrow humor. They don't need to because everybody involved in that movie was actually talented. Okay, so here's the first one. First one that popped up when I searched Ghostbusters Afterlife. And this is the take we got. Okay, this is a response to this tweet that said, "Never forget, without Answer the Call re-energizing the franchise, we wouldn't have Ghostbusters Afterlife," which is false. Answer the Call almost destroyed the franchise because it bombed so badly that they almost, I think, considered not making a movie ever again. It's the movie that should have been made in the first place. We'd probably already be on a sequel to Ghostbusters Afterlife if they had made that in the first place. But of course, we have this take. I love Ghostbusters 2016, and, well, I want to be excited for the new film. And Paul Rudd, who is perfect as always, it's hard to let go of the bitterness towards the real fans who acted horrifically toward the last film cast, crew, and fans. I don't want them to have nice things. Let's talk about people that acted horrifically towards fans. If you remember when they announced it and people didn't like the take of this movie, the real fans that didn't. So shut up, fanboys. Shut up, fanboys. We're drinking your fanboy tears now. Ha 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 ha. We're drinking them tears. Well, you know what?
Do you know the Klingon proverb that tells us revenge is a dish that is best served cold?
Everyone complaining about this movie, of course, has the pronouns in the bio, of course. I'm so annoyed about the new Ghostbusters trailer because the 2016 movie being all female was too much to believe. And I'm supposed to buy that everyone completely forgot the haunted marshmallow float terrorized Manhattan in the 80s? You never said that that everyone forgot about it. It's that there hasn't been a sighting in 30 years, which would, of course, lead to some skepticism that maybe they were phonies. That is a natural thing that would happen. It's like, hey, where'd everything go? Maybe they were playing pranks. It's believable. And it sounds much more enjoyable than people running around making fart jokes in a Ghostbusters movie. Then we get a Wired writer coming in, and he says, considered me intrigued. He's excited for it, but he's got to apologize real quick because guess what? If he doesn't talk about the original 2016 movie, he will be crucified by his fellow Twitter Puritans. So he says, this, of course, is not to discount Ghostbusters 2016, a film that was unfairly attacked by the worst kind of humans, most of whom were men, because men are inherently emotional and irrational and get angry when women do anything. To which I say, go F off yourselves, dudes. And of course, there was my favorite that was at the beginning. F that Ghostbusters trailer. You don't reward regressive fanboys, many of whom created the atmosphere of racist, misogynistic toxicity that led to a leading lady leaving this very platform by making the very film they wanted in the first place. If you want to make money, you make the film fans wanted in the first place. So, hoes mad. There's going to be a lot more of this. There's going to be articles too. Now, those haven't come out yet because the trailer just dropped. I would say by tomorrow or the next day, there will definitely be some shill articles shilling for the 2016 movie and how this movie is a bad idea and how it's going to fuel toxic fandom and all this stuff. But you know what? Just admit what it is. You people are mad. Not you people, but the Twitter Puritans who are mad that their 2016 movie was a complete bomb, that nobody liked it, and now they're going to make a movie that fans actually want. This is a step back for them because they worked so hard to capture all of the franchises that we love, and when they fail and they want to come back and get the real fans back, they get upset because they always want to be catered to. They always want corporations bending the knee to them. They want to be in control, and when they lose like this, they're not in control anymore, and that's the problem. That's the problem they have. They want to have every important piece of cultural entertainment that there is, which, of course, Ghostbusters 1 was definitely a part of. It's a very, very loved franchise, and they had it. They controlled it. They were drinking fanboy tears left and right over on Twitter and saying, oh, those man babies. Who's laughing now? Who's laughing now? You didn't go see the movie. You didn't support 2016 Ghostbusters. You showed corporations, at least at that point, that you weren't willing to go see a Ghostbusters movie that gave you what you wanted. You didn't see it. So what did that do? It made the companies come back to me, as Thanos would say. So now they're going to give us the movie that's based on the original, that's actually going to tell a good story, has a diverse cast in it. No one cares. No one's complaining about that. because guess what? They actually crafted a story first and didn't hit check boxes before they wrote it. And that's how you do a movie. There's nothing wrong with diversity and inclusion. It just needs to be organic. You don't base everything around that. You tell the story first. So, we're getting what we wanted. Finally getting a good Ghostbusters movie. I'm very excited, and I look forward to collecting more cringe. Anyway, that's it. Leave me your comments about all of this. What do you guys think? Throw a like up. Remember, comments and likes are very important. Those are what drive a video on the algorithm, so please consider giving me some engagement. Also, make sure you're still subscribed. Subscribe if you're new. Hit that notification bell, and I'll see you on the next one. Peace. Also, if you want to help support the channel, check out my Teespring store. There's a link in the description. You can find some merchandise in there that you might want to check out. Also, take a moment. Make sure you're still subscribed to the channel. There's something going on right now, and they've been unsubscribing people. So just take a second and double check on that, and subscribe if you're new.